Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. You'll see that I've sped up this video quite a bit. I want to show you this piece right here. Notice that I'm saving the strips from the end of the paper. We're going to use those. Okay, so I'll finish welcoming you. Welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. Those of you who are subscribers, thank you so much for coming back time after time. And if you just popped in, welcome. All of my videos vary a bit. In this video, I'm making 5 cards. I'm showing 5 cards that I made with I'd Rather Be Crafting by Echo Park, designed by Lori Whitlock. I had a scrapbooking page kit that I made in a different video, and then I just take what's left and make cards with it and go through it and use it up. When I get kits from Embellish Online, they give quite a bit of excess product, so it's not uncommon to be able to make a bunch of cards afterwards. So here I wanted you to see I'm using the end strip, the branding strip from that paper, because it matches perfectly, and then I have an accessory scrap strip for it. I've showed cards before. I have a card video where I make cards with those branding strips, but I wanted you to see that sometimes even if you're not looking to make scrap cards and you don't want to mess with saving them up, but you need accessories that match your paper. They're right there, so don't throw them away. Here I'm just layering up a sticker from the card set or from the collection, and it was that little grid piece of paper, was a scratch piece of paper that I had. And I just go through and I choose the leftover embellishments and stickers that I want to play with. And there I put that large sticker on some sticker backing so I can move it around on the page. It's not stuck down yet. And here I mounted the tag onto some additional paper that came with that kit. And I don't know if you can order this kit from Embellish Online. I got it at an actual event, but usually she has great kits online too. I've ordered online from her before. And I'm just messing with the layout because that large, what do you call it? Like mannequin or dress body thing. It's pretty tall, and so it's sort of a strange layout on the card. And after I watched this video, I liked some of the other things I did better before I stuck it down, but in the end, I think it's cute. These cards I'm sort of targeting seamstresses and quilters with, a little bit different group of friends to make cards for, but other crafty people. And I sped this up a lot because I was bored editing this video, quite frankly. I spent real time. I had 2 videos that totaled probably like an hour and 40 minutes or more. And part of it was I got out of frame a lot, and I think I was talking to my friend while I was crafting. Sometimes I craft and talk to you as I go, and sometimes I just craft with a friend and make video, and sometimes I just forget to turn the camera on. But on this one, it was a really long video and lots of editing. So right now I've sped this up 4 times so you can see the techniques and the ideas, but you're not dying of boredom like I was editing it, hopefully. I got the whole thing down to 5 cards in 18 minutes. I don't think that's too bad. And I slow down. If I had good footage, I slow down when I finish the card to show you. And I'll point out a couple of different things technique-wise along the way. And all of these are A2 cards. And the fronts, I typically make my front slightly smaller. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. You'll notice I had to recut that. I'm using different cutters right now and experimenting, and at least one of them I'm not doing a good job with. I don't know if it's because my camera is over the top, so I don't lean forward enough. I don't like you guys to have to look at the back of my head, and sometimes when I edit the video, I can see much better that things were crooked or not the right length than when I was actually making the video. And here, I don't love this paper. I talked about that on my scrapbook page, but I know that some people do. So when I'm making my pages or something for myself, I wouldn't use this paper, but I know it's a cute paper. A lot of people like the 70s kind of retro stuff, and I think the card turns out cute in the end. I try and keep that in mind. When I make cards, I make them for lots of different people and age groups and styles, and I try and give a card to uh, a personality of the person, not what I like, right? Everything can't be blue. And also keep in mind, if I'm going to give them a kit or a group of cards, I try and give them a set of cards that fits their life. For example, a mom of young kids, I might try and give them birthday cards that fit to birthday parties they go to or to other moms their age. Whereas if it's a different demographic, I might go a lot more floral, all kinds of stuff. I just keep that in mind, and so I make lots of different ones. Here I experimented with a basic bow, and I did not like it at all. So I did that technique that was from the scrapbook page video, where I took 3 fingers, wrapped a bunch of it around as fast as I could, and then just tied a knot around it. And that comes out chunky and wonderful, and you don't have to fiddle with it quite so much. So there you go. I got some more dimension on there. That card was a little flat because I didn't foam mount anything. And I'm sure those chunky bows still mail just fine. And they're fun. And that's a great technique. And they work with, you could do that with embroidery floss. You could do it with, probably with regular thread too. It'd just be a little more hard to hang on to. I should try that, see how it turns out. And I'm just adding some pink jewels. I think that the audience for that card would probably like pink jewels, so I thought that was fun. And then gluing the whole thing down with my Tombow. And I did matte this on black because the camera has some black. At this point, I didn't have very much paper left that matched these stickers. So I have the sticker sheet, but I don't have very much paper at all. So I'm trying to add layers and dimension using something that matches. So that's why I used the branding strip. I brought in the black on this one. And here I'm just going in with my Clear Star Jelly Roll pen, adding a bit of glitter. You can pretty much use that pen on any project that you make. It just goes with absolutely everything. It shows a tiny bit in the video. You can see a bit of sparkle. But it always shows up nice in person. And we're moving on to another card. That one I didn't give you a nice view, but I'll show them all at the end too. And here you can see I just don't have very much paper left, so I'm fiddling with the small strips that I have. I do have those buttons up above. Those weren't from the kit. Those were just some buttons I picked up to go with my fall cards that I hadn't used yet. And a few of the colors matched with these, and they were sitting right next to my mat, so I dumped them in there for options. It's just an unusual color palette, so I don't think I have many embellishments that match it. So I'm trying to figure out how to layer up using black paper to accent that cute little sewing machine sticker that I have on there. And I decided to go, I'm going to make a banner area, and I wanted to give it more and more accent. I have a tendency to get excited and take really neat stickers like this sew banner and just stick it down and then realize, oops, I should have layered that up. And especially if you don't have a lot of embellishments to work with, you're down to almost nothing in a kit, think about using additional layers or texture, maybe a piece of fabric, something to add interest to your card. Because I don't have a lot of patterned paper or fancy stuff, sorry, I got my head in there, left, but there's always other options. So here I'm using the black paper. I've put the strip of the patterned paper on the black, and I'm just gluing the top of it down so the bottom's actually a little bit floppy over that other strip. And then I'm trying to figure out how to add interest to my banner. So I'm using the twine. I have made the mistake more than once of sticking down those cute little banner flag stickers and then thinking, oh, I should have done that different. It's also really cute to wrap. I could have taken that black paper and instead of cutting it the exact size, left a flap and just gone over the top of the twine. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but you can wrap it around and sometimes the dimension shows. It would probably show even better on a card than on a scrapbook page. So I'm just trying to figure out how long my length of twine should be and how things should be glued down. And you'll see that I grabbed a pink button. I think the pink button came with the kit. I need another button for the end that matches. So I laid those down glue dot side up so I can look for a button. And I found one that matches and has some interesting texture. Because that pink one, I don't know if you can tell, but it has neat little ridges in it, so it's more interesting than your basic flat button. And then I'm just going to stick those on, and I put big glue dots behind them so they're not as flat as if I had used Tombow and stuck them down. They kind of have an angle by the time they go up over the layers of paper and the twine and those large glue dots. And I'm just trimming off the end, and then, sorry, I got off camera a lot in this. I put a tiny bit of art glitter glue under there too to wrap that end. Had I been thinking, I should have wrapped the twine around the patterned paper with the scissors on it before I glued it down, but I checked and that ship had sailed. Here I'm trimming it down again because, I don't know, I can't measure all of a sudden. If you have trouble with your cuts and you think, how come it's so easy? Well, keep in mind, if you're watching a video, somebody's probably used that same cutter 100 times at least. And clearly I need to learn to use one or many of my new cutters. And I'm just gluing it all together at this point. And I've started using that Tombow quite a bit. Art glitter glue would be fine. A glue stick is great too. I just don't have a glue stick. Pretty much any adhesive that you have can hold your cards together. And I really like this one. I think it turned out super cute. And I'm just playing with the ends of the flags, kind of flaring them up a little so they're not flat. It's simple, but I like it. It turned out cute. Okay, on to the next one. And here I'm using the sticker that I put onto that teal paper before, and I moved this one around a couple times because I thought I was going to put it on one thing, and when you're prepping a bunch of cards like this, I choose the large embellishments that I want to use or the large stickers and then move them around. And this one I was just trying to find it a home for papers that I liked. Sorry, I keep going out of frame. I put it on the pink paper and then I put that little sticker flag on the bottom. The reason I just put it like that is that was all I had left. I was trying to bring in that patterned paper that goes with the sticker, and that was it. So going all the way across the card wasn't an option at that point. Those orange papers, again, that's just from the branding strip. That's all I have in that solid color. But it saved me. And I love this measuring tape sticker. That turned out cute, and I have to tell you that the reason I didn't use the rest of it was I dropped it on the floor, and I have 2 dogs, so I need to vacuum the craft room a little more often. See, right there, I think I dropped it. It never came back from that. So that was a bummer. But anyway, super cute. I like to bring in embellishments that accentuate the theme. If it's a sewing card, sewing accessories. If it's a circle pattern paper, then more circled stickers and embellishments. Just think about how you can play up the patterns or themes or colors of your cards. I have a tendency to go super simple and understate things. Maybe not use enough stickers or embellishments for some people's taste. So when I do these cards, I am trying to use every single thing on that 12 by 12 sticker sheet that I like. So I kind of go a little crazy. I mean, I think I just put like 7 or 8 stickers on there, and for me, that's a lot. I had some questions recently about stickers and where I get my stickers. If you're shopping in Michael's or a big box store, you're not probably going to be able to find the sticker sheet that goes with a paper collection. There you go, there's the finished cards, and I just put some glossy accents on top of those stickers. It'll dry in a nice round bubble, but it's not sparkly, it's just another way to add interest. Anyway, the sticker sheets, if you want to get a sticker sheet that goes with a paper collection, you have a couple of choices. You can look around near you and find a scrapbook store. Sometimes the mixed media crossover paper craft stores have them. Hobby Lobby sometimes will sell a collection in a bag on a hanging rack, and if you look around or use a coupon, you can get a collection sometimes on sale for like $6. So that would have matching paper and the sticker sheet. Like I said, I don't think Michael's ever has them. Craft Warehouse is near me and they have them. And you can walk down the aisles and find a 6x6 pad and a matching sticker sheet. Or you could get 12x12 sheets individually and the matching sticker sheet. The sticker sheet alone, if you don't get it on sale, is usually like $3.99 or $4.99. So if you can find it bagged in a collection, that's great, but you don't usually get a 6x6 pad that way. The other thing you can do is you can order them online. You can get the collection with, when I say collection, I mean 12x12 papers and the sticker sheet, or you could get the 6x6 pad and the sticker sheet. It depends on how much you love a collection, because typically if I spend $15 on a collection that I paid retail for and got the whole entire thing, I am sick of it about halfway through. But if you were going to do a mini album or a junk journal or something like that where you're going to use a lot more paper faster, that might be a good way to go. But I typically don't walk down the aisles of a store like Dollar Tree or Michael's or somewhere and buy a bunch of random stickers. Now, that being said, the thing I'm putting on now says best day ever, and that was in a random embellishment pack that I got at Tuesday morning, I think, for $2.99. But they were dimensional, they were great sentiments. They're a little hard to match, and that's why I don't usually buy random stickers, because they sit around and I don't use them. But if you can find neutral colored sentiments that you like, those are always a great idea. Maybe rub-ons, maybe black clear stickers, those match everything. Just keep in mind, you have to like the color palette and the sentiment to make them work. That's why I usually pay up for my stickers. Plus, it's a fun way to make cards. It is not the most economical way to pay $4 for a 12x12 sticker sheet. Everybody has their splurges in life, right? I don't go to Starbucks that often. So there you can see the finished. And then I'm just putting leftover strips of paper and random things that were still left on the back. And here's the finished cards. Thanks so much for watching. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Be sure to give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.